Bada
No.
bing.
No, who would do that? No.
Oh, that is bada bing our special word?
No, it's just what I say now at this moment in time.
Oh, okay.
We're live.
Spenga, by the way.
We're here.
That's our safe
Doing it
word.
live.
Chenga. We can get.
It's Spenga.
No, we can do the same thing they did. We can get away with saying the word Jenga if we just say it Chenga.
Is that what they changed it to? Chenga?
Yep.
Oh, they're idiots.
Hello, everyone. Everyone, us. I can't see who's in chat right now. Well, I can see who's in chat, but I don't know who's here. What episode is this? 4?
Yeah.
4. Oh my god, guys, this is the 4th. We've been doing this for 4 weeks. What is it? The end. It's the end of. Oh yeah, we started at the beginning of January. That's right. Fucking yeah. What is this? Same thing goes as usual. I mean, if anybody's watching the VODs, you guys know we're not gonna answer chat or do alerts or anything until the end. And I am gonna do that. I'm not just gonna get off, go pee, and go away. But you guys here for 2 hours. Actually, here's the thing. I told everybody else this, but there's a good chance that after the game tonight, we're not gonna end stream. We're just gonna play Pokemon for a good 4 or 5 hours, however long my controller will stay alive for. So, oh wait, I didn't do the other thing. I'm so unprofessional. How am I ever gonna be able to do this as a full career? I'm just.
First, you get a hot tub.
Yeah, everybody be entertaining for 2 seconds while I tweet something.
I'm doing a dance thing, but you can't see because I'm
No,
not on camera.
we can't see that. What are you doing?
So I don't think it's assisting anything, but I'm gonna keep doing it for morale.
You gotta make the noises like you're doing it, like hotch.
Oh, I know. I was really doing it because I'm an idiot.
Who needs sound effects when you're actually doing it?
Exactly. You just gotta close your eyes, and whatever dance came to your mind, whatever is your heart's dance, that's the one I was doing.
It was beautiful. I'm so proud of you.
Majestic.
Bada bing. Okay, I done did the tweet. We're gonna pretend I did it. I did it I did it an hour ago.
Oh yeah.
Hey, remember that tweet that you posted an hour
Yeah.
ago? We're here now.
Yep.
We're here playing.
Exactly, like you've seen already. Okay. And I gotta get my notes
It'll
out.
be a tiny dice night.
Do I have? Where's the rest of my notes? There we go. Okay.
Is it
Okay.
a mistake to use the tiny dice? Yes. Am I gonna do it anyway?
Do you? No, you need to get a little a magnifying, like a jeweler's magnifying glass that you can just have on a boomstick that you pull down, like the guy from Toy Story. But
I
it's
actually use those when painting figures. They're awesome.
No,
I mean-
I had my cell phone, and I just hold my cell phone over the tray with it zoomed in.
modern problems require modern solution.
Old time solution. Get a monocle.
Oh snap! I want the glasses that Percy has, where he's got the little drop down magnifying glass on the one lens.
He doesn't have them in the show,
I think it's something he makes later.
does he? We're talking about Legend of Vox Machina. If anybody doesn't know, it's a great show. You should watch it. Yeah, I didn't think he made them. I thought he made. Well, I mean, I don't know. That's everything's hunky dory with or it's all weird and wibbity wham wham wazzle with
It might have been also just a slight too extra detail for them to have to draw and read.
Exactly. Anyway, you guys ready to play D&D?
Oh, that's what we do here. Yay! Okay, I like that game.
Oh man, sorry, I gotta get the burp out. You guys remember where we left off? Remember what happened last time?
I think Edna went swimming in a dragon.
Something like that.
That's about all I got.
That's a good mental picture.
Edna did indeed. She did Luke Skywalker that dragon.
And she got us some really cool stuff.
She did.
For sure. We
Yeah.
got the dagger, we got gold, we got the cigars.
Do you guys remember how much gold?
Gold.
60.
Because that was written in paper for me, not.
Oh, I mean 600.
Yeah, that was written on my one of my note papers, not in. It wasn't in my Google Docs, so I threw that out, and I don't know. So 6,000. Gotcha. Okay, 6,000 gold.
Nice.
I'm gonna trust you guys. Why would you lie to me?
Oh man.
And before that, you guys kind of figured out that. Well, before that, everybody met in the town of Crowsbeak, getting to know each other a little bit and getting to know your villains. I guess they're not. They didn't do anything villainous to you, but the group of people who called themselves the Carnal Order did, in fact, try and do something nefarious to a man named Paul that you guys found, or that you guys kind of helped in the town of Crowsbeak. After figuring out that what they were doing wasn't so well thought out or morally in keeping with the rest of you, and finding out that their views towards the arcane and magic and everything like that wasn't really up to snuff with what you guys want. A little bit of dissent in the ranks happened, but it was interrupted by another group, a group that seemed to be related to the other two, or at least one of the other two. Apollo's sister, Artemis, broke in to interrupt everything. She then asked you guys to perform a simple task. She wanted you to escort Gruick to the capital so that he could be questioned by them when they get back from their actual mission that they were on. It was strictly by accident that they found you guys where you were, and you decided to help. Gruick was very, very happy to escort you all there by a persuasion check made by Edna. Along the road, you guys found some interesting things. Strangely sickened owlbear, a man who was on his way somewhere. And at the end of your journey, well, not at the end of your journey, but at the end of the session, you guys came upon the summer day started to seem a little bit less summery, as you found the carcass of a dead white dragon. On the inside were some very cool things, but as you looked onward toward the rest of the path to the next town, which you can see the skyline of now, it seems to be still under the effect of whatever tundra-like magical effects are happening with the white dragon. So, hold on, I don't know why. Is my if I move this, my network is being shitty again.
As a reminder to everybody to add that 10 gold to your inventory,
Yee.
All right, yeah.
just in case you didn't.
So, you guys stand about a mile or two outside of the next town, which you know is Levasis. The snow on the ground, the ice on the ground is still pretty thick, and it only looks like it's getting thicker and taller as you get closer to the town. The summer day that you were walking through not 2 miles before is getting closer and closer to what feels like the middle of winter. Oh god.
How much further to this next town?
You can actually see it. You can see the skyline of the town of Levasis. It is, I'd say, maybe like a mile away.
Do you guys think that maybe like somebody in the town, maybe they seen what happened? You know,
Possible.
I am under the assumption that if a dragon came crashing down and was gutted like a mile from where I sleep, I'd notice.
It is
I could
entirely
be wrong.
possible.
Maybe even heard the crash or something. Saw it fall out of the sky. It's worth a shot.
Someone had to have seen something.
All right. Okay, here we go.
You guys.
So we walk.
And so they walk. And so did Rick describe them walking. You guys continue onward toward the town, and the closer you get, the more you kind of have to like bundle yourself up a little bit. It's getting colder and colder. The ice or the snow and the frost is a good like 2 inches now, 3 inches off the ground. You kind of have to like pick your feet up a little bit as you're getting closer and closer, and you can see now that you're getting up to the gates, the actual walls of this town. It's way bigger than Crow's Beak was. This is an actual like town. You can see where the you're kind of like on the coast at this point. There is no beach. It kind of just like falls off to gravel a little bit. But you can see where the wall meets the coastline. There is a pretty sizable dock along the sides, or all along this coast, like the entirety of this coast for maybe 2 miles. But you can hear, I'll say, a commotion. Everybody make perception checks as you come up to the gate, which is now shut. It looks like it's just fully barred from the outside.
All right, I'm using tiny dice, so it's gonna take me 3 to 5 minutes.
Gotcha.
It's 14.
16.
This was perception.
Yeah.
Right? 19.
Sorry.
Woo!
19. Dang.
18?
All of you. Yeah, all of you. As you walk up to the gates, you can see that it looks like it's barred from the outside, which all of you kind of like, why is the gate barred from the outside? And the closer you get, the more outrage and commotion you can hear. It looks like the bottom of the gate, like the very bottom where it meets the ground, is actually kind of frozen and frosted with a layer of ice on the top. And you can see towards the dock, there are people like trudging through the frost-covered water, like the icy water now, trying to get around the gate. But the wall continues off into the sea for like a good couple hundred feet. So you can see them like coming around the wall and trying to swim and trudge through the water. And you can see things over the wall, which is about, I'd say, maybe 13, 14 feet high of just layered and packed stone. Very nicely built, but it looks like there's some cracks now. And it looks like on the other side you can see things being thrown around and kind of tossed up into the air.
Oh dear.
Is this gonna be everywhere we go? Is like the entire nation just in a mild state of turmoil? Is that? I did not sign up for this, but I'm feeling that's what is happening.
Perhaps it was the dragon that scared them.
Yeah, I'm hoping. But what's with all the water? That's weird.
That's fair.
Only one way to find out.
True.
Uh,
We need to go in. Or up, at least.
yeah, maybe like we should make our presence known in case they're like not letting people out because there was a dragon.
True.
Oh.
Excuse me.
You shout this, and you don't hear anybody answer, but you do hear and almost feel a thud against the large wooden gates, like the bracketed wooden gates that stand in between you and this town. And you hear another one.
Like they're hitting against it, or
Yeah, definitely hit something. Something is hitting against it.
how tall is the gate?
The gate is like 15 feet tall, and the wall is just a little bit shorter than the gate. No,
Are
definitely
the
not.
things stacked up on our side?
It
Or
it
is like
it actually. I say make an investigation check. Because it is, the entire thing is covered a little bit by like a thin layer of ice.
15.
You can kind of like peer underneath this layer of ice as you get a little bit closer, and you can hear again the. It doesn't look like a deadbolt, like like one of those bars that you slide across an entire door. It looks like on either side by both of the hinges, there are chains that have been like pightened in and like nailed into either side, and it kind of goes up 3 times, like 3 cross chains. And then as you get like closer again, like just to see what's going on underneath this, the ice, the entire surface of the ice kind of like shatters a little bit more, and more frost falls as something again bangs into the other side, and you hear more and more commotion.
Are we gonna open this?
Zaboon, could you perhaps lift one of us up on the wall to look over?
Yeah, no problem. I use my trunk to pick up. I use my trunk to pick up and hold her over the wall.
Okay.
What do I see?
Let's see. How tall is Zaboon? It's like 7-ish feet, right? 7,
Yeah,
8
he's
feet.
got 7 feet.
Okay, so you'd be able to. I'd say Edna, make a just a really quick acrobatics or athletics, whichever you want, to see if you can like reach the top and kind of pull yourself up, just to see.
Sure. That is a 6.
A 6. Okay, I'd make a perception check with disadvantage then. So you're trying to pull yourself up, and you can get a little bit up there, and you get a little peak, but then you fall back down again. It's a little bit slippery to try and do that.
Was that perception or investigation? I'm sorry.
Perception.
Okay.
Ooh.
12.
When you peer over, you get like one eye over the side, and you can see just a little bit as you like kind of glance back and forth. The town, while it looks super, pretty and nice, like nice to live in, it's peaked roofs and like all different kinds of, all the houses are painted different colors, and it's row homes from one street to another. Everything is connected, and you can see the very obvious landmark of the like a very huge temple on the horizon. It's like on a giant hill that you can see that overlooks the entire town. But what you do kind of notice is everything is in disarray. Some of the walls and roofs are broken in, and there are holes. People are rushing back and forth along the streets, the roads, and you can see, before you kind of slip down, you see one person. You're not sure, like, of anything, like no details about them, but you can see a person on horseback rushing through the street, the opposite way of the people running.
Okay, are they running away from the gate that we're at?
No, some of them are running toward the gate, but then it looks like a lot of them are running towards maybe a different gate or just down a different street.
Okay. They're running away from something. There is a man on a horse running towards whatever they're running away from. There are some running towards this gate.
Okay.
I think we could open it.
I wanna open this gate. Something's going on. We gotta figure out what. I'll attempt to somehow open this gate.
How would you?
Yeah, give him a hand with that.
How would you like to open the gate? It's a like thick, large wooden door, or 2 big, large wooden doors, like 15 foot by 5 foot each, so 15 by 10, covered in a thin layer of ice that keeps cracking away, and 3 thick, heavy chains, like one at the top, one in the middle, one at the bottom, seem to be bolting this thing shut.
Alright, well, first things first, we gotta get rid of the chains. Is there any way we can pry the chains off?
Is there?
I could try to pry it off with my hammer.
Alright, let's do it.
Did your big hammer have those 2 little tooth things at the back?
Yeah, I think it does actually. I'm
Or-
gonna try to get it between the chain and just kind of try to lodge it in.
Okay, make a strength check.
Good luck, big guy. And can I tap him on the back and give him some guidance?
Ooh.
That's a D4, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
19.
19. The first one you like wedge your hammer up underneath there and you give it a good pull, and all of you can hear not only like a glass shatter, but like a wood kind of crack and break, and you can see the hinge that you actually, or the hinge that this was connected to, actually ripped off of it. The wood looks like it's a little bit weakened because of the ice, and the entire bottom corner actually comes off. Like the first layer of skin on that wood just plies right off.
Is it a big enough space for maybe me to crawl through?
It wasn't like he didn't ply the whole corner out of it. It was like that thick layer of bark on, or not bark, but like a thick layer of wood on the outside, so you can see the inside of the wood. Well,
Oh. All right.
but the hinge is gone, by the way.
One down, two to go.
Yeah.
Or just one. We just need one door, technically.
That's true.
You guys can feel another on the other side, and a little bit of panic muffled on the other side too.
Maybe you other guys should stand back while we do this.
Yeah. All right. One more for the road. Let's tap him again and hurry back about 10 feet.
Yeah, I'll back up as well.
Where we got your back? As we back up.
20 feet away from you. Don't we got you?
I'm gonna try to pry the door open again.
Make another strength check. This time with advantage, since there is a little bit less holding it on.
Thank God for that, because my first roll is a 2. Second one, with the guidance, is a
Oh yeah, the guidance.
soft 20.
Ooh. You hook the end of the hammer into like in between the stone that holds the door shut and the actual door itself, and when you pull your hammer you can feel like a little bit of resistance, so you keep pulling, and whatever the ice has melted and done to the wood and this stone, you can hear cracking, snapping, and prying. It sounds like your hammer's going to break, but then as you pull a little bit, you can hear snapping of metal. And it's not your hammer, it's the chain at the bottom that snaps. And the entire bottom portion of the door just on the outward towards you, as a snowbank about 2 feet piles out onto your ankles. And you can see like a good foot or 2 feet of open area, like up to your chest through the city. It's like into the city itself. And then it looks like a person starts trying to crawl through, looks up at you, a little bit worried, and continues to crawl, like army crawl through this hole.
I turned around to look at everyone else. You guys got shovels?
How many people are in the doorway?
It looks like one is fully crawled through and then begins to get up, and then it looks like another person is like crawling through now too. And you can, Zaboon, you can actually hear a lot of people on the other side starting to shout things like over here, and you can see more people like lining up at the hole.
Please stand back. Can one of you yell louder than me, please?
What's happening? Get out. Get to safety.
That's the opposite of what I wanted you to do.
What?
I was gonna clear the snow. It's fine. We'll just start digging.
It looks like a lot of the snow is being cleared by the people that are plowing through this thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my shield to try to clear the snow out.
Okay, and you do. You start shoveling a little bit more out, and more people start to clear their way. At this point, there's only like 1 or 2 people that are left on the other side, and you can see some of the villagers are helping them out, like helping them out of the hole. None of them have acknowledged you at all. They're just trying to, it looks like, get out of this town.
Yeah. I'm gonna just like grab somebody
Okay.
real quick. Not to halt you fleeing in terror, but what is happening?
It looks like like an older man, like a big bushy beard. His skin's too wrinkly to stay on his body, but he kind of like, you grab him by his arm as he's running away. He looks over. There's the fucking dragons. They're attacking. All 3 of them are attacking. As he like yanks his arm away from you and begins to run away.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a bad sign. All right. I don't think we can fight a dragon, but maybe we can go try and help some people in town. At least, maybe that's what I'm gonna go do.
Save as many people as we can and get out.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever we need to
Let's
do.
dragonborns.
All right. Torm, help me. And once everybody's clear of this door, I think Grayson's gonna head in through the snow.
Same.
Yep, following in.
You
Come on,
guys,
Gruick.
Gruick was like, as this whole thing was happening, Gruick was looking out towards the coast and towards the sea, and he can see some. You can still see some people now. The entire time you were doing this and trying to pry the thing open, the people who were coming around the wall are just now making it up to the shore and like trudging their way through the water away from the town. And he's just kind of looking at them and looking back at everything else. And you, as you say that, he goes, "What the fuck are we walking into?"
Allegedly a dragon attack by 3 dragons, but you know, maybe the one was that dead one, so maybe we'll get lucky. Oh god.
He just, all right then, and he just cracks his knuckles, and you can see a little bit of smoke and flame puff out of his nose. Here we go then.
Ball, you do not need to come in. If you want to like hang out here, that's fine by me.
As you're saying that, Paul is. It looks like looking for a place to hide down underneath snow. It looks like he's like building up a wall up against the wall. He's like, yeah, no, I already way ahead of you there. As you guys hunch down and crawl through this crawl. Well, most of you don't have to hunch down. Zaboon, you do. As you hunch down and crawl under this hole, a little bit more of the wood splinters through, and you can feel some of the wall actually crack and displace from when you go through this. But you are met with the sight of what can only be described, and plus with the old man saying, what can only be described as a white dragon attack. Everything is covered in snow and frost. The air is bitter and bites whenever you're, like, whatever part of skin is showing. Every home looks like it's been covered in some kind of layer of ice. And the streets run white with snow. But you see people trying to run different directions, and everybody make perception checks. Edna with advantage.
24.
20.
Whoa.
Well,
Okay.
18.
Edna, you saw something that now you see again, but not live. You see like tracks of a horse, but you see it rushing towards the center of town. Everybody but Arthur. So Zaboon and Grayson, you see debris flying over like rooftops. It looks like something exploded over in the distance, and you can see debris flying across rooftops. You can actually hear destruction and devastation just around you. It looks like there's nobody in this immediate vicinity anymore. It looks like everybody that was around here has gone through the door hole. But no. Okay, no, that's what you see.
Okay, I think maybe we like angle around through the city towards like the explosions, but like not get too close, and then also try to find other gates in case it's stuck.
Hold up. Does anyone see a dragon? Looking at, do I see any explosions or dragons?
There's explosions right there, and I point to where the explosion is.
Oh shit!
You can make an investigation check. But you all did like witness some, not explosions as in like fireballs explosions, but like just as if you were filled a balloon too much with like debris.
I got a 6.
A 6. You don't see any dragons, no. But like the wind is sweeping up a bunch of snow in your face now and then, so.
The horse tracks are over there, the men I saw, but I agree. We should go around and open gates.
You guys ready for a crunch? Wait.
There's no crotch row.
Yeah, we don't get a crunch.
I'm gonna make sure you get the crunch. Blah 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 blah. Haha.
I still didn't hear it.
Damn it! We'll get you guys the crunch.
Yeah, so I guess we're like, is he like going towards where the explosion just was, or like opposite direction?
Who?
The snow prints.
The
horse tracks.
the horse tracks. It looks like they're going in the direction of the devastation.
Yeah, I think by happenstance we're following that.
Okay.
And then just, but like at a safe speed and not like a full tilt. At least that's Grayson's plan.
Okay. The farther you go
It's not a Magnus rushes in.
yeah, no. The farther you go into this town, the thicker the snow gets. It doesn't ever get like over ankle height, but it does get like you can feel yourself having to push through the snow at this point. People every now and then, like groups of people, you have to kind of make your way through Assassin's Creed style, just like kind of get through them a little. The energy here is very much we are under attack. Zaboon, this is bringing back a lot of bad memories for you. And then all of you see in the middle of one of the streets, while you can see a bunch of people are rushing around one of the corners, you can see a horseback person, someone on horseback, standing at one of the corners of a four-way intersection in this road, looking down one of the roadways as everybody is rushing, like splitting like the Red Sea around him. And it looks like he's swinging something above his head, almost like a bolus.
Do we see what he's like aiming at?
You don't. He's at the corner, and you can't really even see the head of his horse. It's like just around the corner itself.
I guess I'm gonna just all the while like pointing people towards the gate that we just opened, like slowly move in the direction of this fellow. So just to see if I can get a peek at what he's facing down.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Oh my god, my network is fucking tanking.
10?
10. How close are you trying to get?
Within like 30 feet of the guy.
Okay. So with a 10, you can definitely see him. It looks like he is an orcish man. Atop this horse, it looks like he's dressed in very heavy leathers, like dark painted leathers. It looks like maybe a bolus. He is swinging above his head and looks like he's about to take a throw. And as you peer down the street, the crowd is kind of in your way. And as they all kind of like pass in front and try to get around you, you being kind of a shorter person, you do glimpse something that looks very familiar to the figure you saw outside the gate. Well, not outside the gate, but about a mile away from the gate. It does look like a white dragon hide or skin or something. Is very far away, but you can see it in the distance, like down the street.
Cool. I think the dragon's that way. I just point down the way I'm looking at the group. Eyes like wide in terror as I just kind of slowly start reaching for the cigarette case.
Well, should we continue with our plan to open gates? Do we go towards it? We see what's going on?
Should we talk to the guy on the horse to see if he maybe
Could do that too.
see what his plan is? I don't think he's gonna be able to do anything to that dragon with.
There is a chance that we could speak to it. I mean, make it ask it to move its fight outside the city.
You guys hear another as more debris flies.
They are pretty smart, but you're right. We should talk to the guy.
How knowledgeable are we of like the different type of dragons, Rick?
I mean, you can make. I'd say you can make a history check, not a nature one. This one would be a history one, just because of how influential dragons have become in this world recently.
Yes, as well.
So with a 12, you would at least Grayson, or not Grayson, at least Arthur would know. The white dragons are usually the most. Yeah, the most feral. Sometimes they don't even bother learning Common, and even the ones that are like more loners don't even bother learning Draconic. But the white dragons are usually the ones who are like less likely to be reasoned with, or less like they are the ones that like invade towns a lot, but never here.
We can try it, but I don't think that's gonna work with this guy. We should try to open doors and get as many people out as we can. Guess I'll go approach the man on the horse, the orc on the horse.
As you walk up, it looks like he's been spinning this thing in the air for a while, and he's just been staring down this road for a while, like a while, like a good 15 seconds, and he's not moving. And as you walk up and try to get his attention, you just hear him yell down, "Step back!" as he's swinging very, very aggressively, and you hear another, but this time it sounds a little bit closer. Make a perception check. What were you gonna say?
Can I walk up to him and be like, go get him, and just have us like give him guidance?
to who?
To the orc man.
Oh, okay.
Don't be with you.
That's a 10 for perception.
You being a little bit taller and now being closer than Grayson was at first, you can see definite indications of like dragon scale and dragon hide. But what kind of it strikes you a little bit weird is you're still being your vision is still being obscured by the crowd that's rushing. The crowd of people who are at max 6.5 feet tall, and the dragon hide is like dispersed in between. Like you can see it through them as they're rushing back and forth. And then you hear another, and the dragon hide that you can see in between these people disappears behind an alleyway as more explosions go off in the distance. Grayson, as you slap his like thigh or shin or whatever, he looks down at you and he notices what does it look like when you cast guidance?
I think it's a very subtle thing as a cantrip, and it's just the little like symbol of Torm that he's got on his gloves glows for like a split second.
Okay. He looks down and it looks like he notices the glow a little bit, and you can see like an immediate look of you need to get away from me, but then he lightens his expression lightens as he sees the glow in your hand, and he just nods at you and he doesn't rush. He just starts slowly walking toward the alleyway that's about like half a block away from where you guys are right now.
Seems like he has a plan.
Wait,
I don't know what it is, but
give me a second. And I'm gonna like look at the ground and kind of focus there. Does it look like maybe there's like a dragon like land sharking around under these people?
Make an investigation check.
18?
I like the land sharking reference. Street sharks. 18. It doesn't look like any of the ground has been disturbed other than a little bit of ice and snow piling up in corners and by edges of buildings. But you do actually see, looking at where the dragon was and then where it went, you actually see a form bolt out and cross the street very fast, like incredibly fast. In game terms, like probably like a couple tens of feet per second. And it looks small. It doesn't look like it's underground. It looks like about the size of a German Shepherd that just bolts from one end to the other.
I think in a more impulsive moment, Grayson just like tiny halfling man begins to hustle after whatever just bolted.
Okay. You guys watch Grayson just dart towards whatever's happening.
okay, he has a plan too.
Yeah,
And I start following him.
Yeah.
Rick, did I notice him running off?
Yeah, I'd say you're within like 30 or 60-ish feet, whatever you want to be. So you're close enough to see everything going on.
Yeah, I start chasing Grayson,
Okay.
following him.
You guys start rushing down the street. It's not like a huge crowd, like you're not in New York, but a couple of people, like 3 or 4 people, are just kind of like going the opposite way, trying to get away from you. And now you can see that the street is mostly emptied out by this point. It looks like the orc that is on the horseback has kind of turned in your direction and is also inadvertently following you guys. And as he does, he like shouts out to the rest of you, "Stay back!" as he's trying to swing the bolus in his hand. You guys get to, or at least Grayson does, get to where the form bolted through, and you can see you're at an alleyway in between 2 of these row homes. Like you're just in an alleyway, and it looks like there's a small street that you could go down, but it's row home this way, row home this way. And at the end of this alleyway, it's only about like 30 or 40 feet that leads to what looks like a sewer entrance, a small sewer entrance. You can see standing in front of the sewer entrance is 3 or 4 foot tall, maybe 6 foot long, white dragon that is like hunched over, almost like a cat with its back arched, tail kind of whipping back and forth super fast. Its wings are like furled out, its eyes are super wide, and it's looking at you with its mouth wide open. And you can see the teeth are kind of like a little bit frosty and dripping with ice.
Hey.
Easy, easy. In Draconic.
Make a persuasion check. Straight roll.
Okay. Persuasion, 16.
With a 16, you as you're trying to calm it down in Draconic, you can see its eyes, again, almost like a cat's eyes, the pupils are tiny. It looks like it's just kind of in shock or in defense mode as it's backing up against the sewer entrance is not open. It's not like, a grate with a couple bars that you could pull open. It looks like it's a full-on manhole that is pressed into the wall and back. And it's pressed up against this part, like this whole metal area, digging its way, like kind of burying itself in the snow a little bit, like using its tail to whip it away. It doesn't look like it's listening to you at all. And you can hear the clip-clopping of horse hooves right up behind you guys, getting louder and louder as he's now, the orc man is now right up behind you, kind of pushing his way in between all of you.
My.
Excuse you, buddy.
He
Be listening.
he's like swinging the bolus around. All right, everyone step back as he takes a heavy throw. The ball on the end of the chain erupts, and you can see it looks like smaller, lighter chains were on the inside, and it looks like it almost like a net, and covers the entirety of this tiny dragon, and he starts pulling it towards him. As you can hear it like writhing and screeching, he's just pulling it towards the group of you now, dragging it through the snow.
That might not have been the best idea.
Why? Is catching the small
Yeah,
version of the big thing that is terrorizing the town not a good idea?
exactly. Our plan was to get in, help, and get out. Do I hear anything coming?
You can still hear like explosions in the distance, and
Let's
still hear panic and stuff.
I don't think Mommy's gonna be happy when she finds out we got baby.
Do you think that was Mommy on the road, and these are its children?
Possible. What are we doing with it now?
You can see at this point it's back up to where you guys are. He's just pulling it in. All right, everyone get to safety. We've got this. Don't worry about it. He kicks his horse a couple of times and it turns around, and just dragging slowly, not like galloping, but dragging slowly out of the alleyway. The thrashing little baby dragon is in this like nest of chains as he's just kind of slowly walking it out of this alleyway.
Rick,
Hmm?
can I get a good look at this guy now that we're in a mild moment of calm that he has the dragon, and see does he have any distinct markings or
Yeah.
a badge or anything?
Make either a perception or investigation check depending on what you're looking for exactly. Like if you're just if you're giving him a size up, do perception. But if you're looking at I want to see if he's got anything specific on him, do investigation.
Yeah, I'm looking to see does he have anything that would affiliate him with somebody?
Okay.
It's a 19.
19.
Natural too, because I have no modifiers.
Ooh.
Any dice is coming in clutch.
His armor is very like, he does have the the nice gambeson underneath, and it's just patches of armor in different places, and it's not like, you know, perfectly symmetrical. It doesn't look like it was made by a video game. It looks like patchwork, and different pieces don't belong to the same set and stuff. But one thing does reoccur on his person. He has a necklace. Where is it? He has a necklace that looks like a humanoid head, like a humanoid head shape, with two huge tusks coming up and almost meeting the top. And it looks like he has a belt buckle with the same thing. But he's just him himself is just like a very dark-skinned orc man, head shaved, and it looks like he has the clothes he wears underneath are just normal, like brownish, grayish clothes.
Does he remind me of those orcs that rescued me?
No. This one looks like he's actually dressed in like underneath his armor anyway. Looks exactly dressed in typical Veltboro. You've seen people from Veltboro or even Aster Valley, just trees more in general. Those kind of clothes, like fashions from these places.
I'm gonna lean into the group and be like, hey, like head with like tusks. Is that a logo, a symbol, any of you know?
I try to remember.
Oh
Does
yeah.
it- do I recognize that symbol?
Yeah, you can all. I'd say you can all make history checks. There should be like, I mean, I guess I could make like a world lore check that isn't history, right? Like
9.
a current events check.
I mean, that's what history is.
Yeah, bro. I mean, history literally is everything that hasn't happened up to this point.
13.
I got a 5.
17.
Okay. Both Edna and Grayson, now that Grayson, you're thinking of it, and Edna, that symbol is very prevalent among. You don't know the name with your checks. You don't know the name of it, but you do know it is the symbol of some bounty hunter group of orcs. That usually they're not usually up this north. It's usually the southern end of the White Whip River. They don't usually cross the White Rip at all. Like, their home is the Never-Ending Ivy.
Bounty hunters.
I call out to him real quick. Excuse me, sir. What's your name, anyway?
I'd say make a perception check, or not perception, a persuasion check, as he's like hauling this dragon still out of the alleyway that you guys are in.
I got an 11.
Okay. He gets out to the alleyway. Like, doesn't answer you at first. Like, a moment passes while he's still just walking away from you, and you think, oh, he's ignoring me. But he gets out to the end of the alleyway. It looks like he dismounts his horse, and he just starts dragging the dragon over to a pretty solid-looking lamppost that's been covered with ice, and it looks like he's wrapping the chain around the lamppost. He turns towards all of you. Are you all safe?
I guess.
Yeah, I think everybody's good.
Apologies for not being so forward. The name is Kos Kathron. I can put it in the chat if you guys want me to put the spelling in there. But
Yes, please.
he I can put everything in the chat after the game, so I don't fuck with my camera. But he says, name is Kos Kathron. If I were you, I would evacuate the city immediately.
Yeah. Wait, are you one of the ones who killed the dragon on the road?
Yes, it was a hell of a battle, but we have 2 more to go, so if you are in any kind of able-bodied, you should run while you can.
Are
Yeah.
these such children?
I am not, they were with it when we saw it, so we were only paid to kill the big dragon. We're going to round these up and get rid of them.
You keep saying we. I only see you. Where are your, comrades?
As you say that, you hear another in the distance, like towards the docks area, and he looks up into the air. Probably dealing with others. Hopefully dealing with others. He starts getting back onto his horse. Oh god, sorry.
It seems that they got things covered here. Do we want to help them, or do we want to just continue our plan? Get everyone out.
I was gonna ask the same thing. Like, should we like go to the root of the problem here and try and, you know, play like second team, try to help them out?
I'm in. This town needs help, and it's part of my job. So I'm in.
Yeah.
I'll do what I can to help.
Mine as well.
All right.
All right, screw it.
I'll do my best to patch up these guys, these bounty hunter folk, if they look like they're not doing so hot.
At this point, you see he's started to like ride away towards. It looks like he's going toward the dock area, which you can't see it down the streets, but you can see. Since you're on like a hill, you can kind of see the ship masts in the distance overneath the rooftop or overtop the roofs. And it looks like one of the masts of the ship begins to like sway back and forth, as you can actually all see a spout of ice shoot up about 300 or 400 feet away from you guys as he rushes away.
Yeah, I think we
Let's
follow.
We're going toward the other. Oh, that dangerous thing. All right, let's go.
As you guys rush through the streets of Levasis, still, now that you're getting away from this area, you can see people again trying to just find a place that isn't under attack. They're rushing around some streets, and you finally get to a portion following this man on the horse that isn't filled with panicking people. As you are in front of now, you're kind of like coming up to the tallest portion of the hill, which is the entire time you could see this huge temple on the horizon. But you're now at its base, and it's even bigger than you could have imagined being at its base. It looks like it's about the entire thing maybe 30 stories tall, but there's like two huge what's the word peaks, and then one in the center, and you can see stained glass that looks like a burning blazing sun in the center. Huge steel doors are in the center, and then more archways with even more doors and stained glass windows along the sides. A lot of the stained glass windows are now broken out. It looks like a lot of the stone has become rubble. A lot of the pillars that hold up this thing have been knocked down, and you can see a flash of blue light every now and then coming from the inside, coming through the stained glass. He stops on his horse for a second. He's about like 30 feet ahead of you guys. You can see him like screech to a halt. He turns toward the cathedral as all of you guys are like coming up to him, and then you can hear another explosion, just in the distance at the docks, and he looks into the kind of broken down wooden doors, not the big like cathedral doors, but the broken down wooden doors next to it. He looks in there, and you can see another flash of blue light, and you can hear kind of like a spray of ice, and then he looks back toward the dock, and he starts looking around. He notices all of you. Oh, you haven't left.
We're here to help.
You were the one. He looks over to Grayson. You were the one who did the magic, yes?
Yeah, I got a little.
It looks like he dismounts his horse again, takes out a very large sword, about the size of you, Grayson. He starts walking towards the cathedral. Could I ask you a small favor?
What do you need?
I can't be in two places at once. I'm going in here. Would you... And he points toward the dock with his sword.
You got it, big
guy. Is your group able to handle themselves?
Yeah, they're a lot better at a scrap than me. I mostly just keep them going.
Keep your wits about you. Dragons, they shouldn't be messed with. As he starts like slowly walking in, and you can see him like kind of peek his head in first and then start to go into the door.
Right.
You guys stand at the base of this temple, just a few steps up towards the platform, and then you guys head your way towards the docks.
Yep. Yeah.
Going away, you can hear even more glass shatter and more things break in the distance as it like kind of just becomes a fading sound in the back. But you follow the destruction all the way to the docks, and you can see there are people taking like things out of boxes, and it looks like they're trying to fold up as much as they can with rags and everything else as much as they can carry to just kind of panically run away from everything that's happening. You can see a lot of the ships have been like frozen to the large stone harbor itself, and there are like a good 10 to 15 ships of all different sizes all along here. Most of them have been frozen or like even toppled. What's the word? Scuttled. And you can all very obviously see the culprit of this doing. About 200 feet away from you down this dock is a very equally sized small dragon up top, like almost near the crow's nest, just spraying ice down, not hitting anything, just spraying ice down towards the ground. As you can see, another orcish person, not on a horse, but another orcish person like climbing the ice and trying to get onto one of the ships that's on.
Oh, here we go.
Go. So I guess we charge it.
Yep.
Ah!
I raise my hand.
Now Magnus rushes.
Yeah, now Magnus. Which is really funny because Ralph's character Magnus did used to rush in.
I let out a loud blast of my trumpet before I charge in.
Your trunket?
Yeah, whatever I said.
That thing.
As you guys begin to rush that way, I'm going to say everybody make dexterity saving throws.
I rolled a natural 1, but I'm a halfling.
Oh, and you don't roll natural ones.
I don't believe in that. It's against my religion.
Yeah, it's against the halfling code.
Not bad.
Blackjack?
Oh, shit.
That's a nat 20 plus 1, also blackjack.
Holy shit.
8?
14.
Everybody but Grayson, you all have solid footing. You know where you're going and you know where you're trying to get to. But Grayson, being here on the harbor, and you kind of forget that everything, while it wasn't at first covered in ice, it was still covered in a layer of water, which made it even more so susceptible to the layer of ice. As you kind of begin to rush with everybody, you lose footing immediately and just fall right on your ass. You then begin to kind of slide down a little bit. You feel like you're about to hit water because you should. You fell off the pier. But you just kind of slide and continue sliding past the ship and a good, 10 feet out to sea, but still on the surface. It looks like the entirety of this place for a good, you're not sure, maybe 30 or 40 feet is just solid ice. But you are now, a good 15 feet away from everybody else as you guys are rushing into this. You're now getting up to the ship, and you can see the devastation happening.
Just laying on my back. Thank you, Tom. I owe you.
Oops. My alarm started going off. The three of you make perception checks. Not Grayson.
10.
19?
Also 19. This is weird.
They're actually rolling the same die. You can see the orcish person that's standing in front. Well, not standing in front. The orcish person that's trying to mount the ship, but climbing over the jagged, spiked ice that's looked like it erupts from the ground, almost like a wave had crashed onto shore and then frozen in place. It looks like they are kind of a lot thinner than the person you just saw, and kind of shorter, like a thick, curly-haired mohawk kind of goes from the back or the front to the back, and they are shirtless, but it looks like they've grabbed some kind of burlap and put it over themselves. Same thing with their hands. It looks like they weren't wearing gloves, but they wrapped something around their hands as they're trying to climb. And as you get up there, they actually look like they lose footing and then begin to slide down, all the way down to you. They actually begin to slide down, and as they reach the bottom of it, they kind of try to stop themselves. Shit. You should all be You should all be getting out of here. I'll try one more time. And then they stand up and like turn back toward the tower of ice. What do you guys do?
I'm just trying to climb back up on the pier slowly.
We're here to help and also try to get up there, I guess. Because I can't see him from the dock, right? That's like higher than us.
Well, right now that you're there, you're like imagine yourselves you're on the like it's not a wooden dock. This is a like a stone pier that follows the coast of where you are, and then wooden docks that go outwards. But it looks like the entirety of the wooden dock has been covered by a layer of thick ice, and it kind of actually looks like the surf has tried to like make its way up on to the harbor itself, but been frozen in place. And a lot of the ships are also like frozen in a weird orientation, and some of them are like fallen over. So you're at ship level basically, and you can see in front of you is this ship that's like it's a pretty massive ship that's like it looks like it's about to make contact with the harbor itself, but the dragon is on top of the crow's nest, and this orcish person is trying to climb the ice to get onto the ship.
Ah, okay. So we can see it at the top of the crow's nest.
Yeah, you can see basically everything that's happening right now. You're kind of up in the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
I guess we're helping, right? So
Here the help.
I guess magic missile. That's what I'll do.
The orc that's like trying to get you to take a step back and then turn around to climb again. He hears this like go off, and he like ducks down and looks behind him, almost like fireworks just went off behind him. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Were you aiming towards the dragon?
Yes.
Okay.
That is 5 plus.
I should not.
So 9 plus 2 more. 11.
11 damage?
Yeah.
Oh no, where'd the thing go?
Take that, dragon.
You get down there right now, young man.
It looks like it hits directly in the face all 3 times, and it just kind of like the head shakes off a bunch of frost and dust, and it looks like the eyes go from like a very closed and like kind of like searching area to very wide and small pupiled, and looks down at you, and then you see it like breathe, like take a heavy deep breath in, and then it emits this blast, this torrent of ice in the direction of all of you, but it doesn't quite reach. It looks like it just kind of freezes in a cone, very thin layer of snow that then kind of topples down and disintegrates onto the ship. It looks like it was a little bit too high up and just can't reach where you guys are.
Okay, we may have a chance. All right.
The orc stops trying to climb, turns back around. What the hell? What was that?
Well, that's the goal. That magic missile, sir.
Like we said, we're here to help.
Well, fuck. All right then. Maybe, you know what? If we can get up, do you have any magic stuff that can get me on this ship?
I do not know.
Your feet.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right then. You see him turn around and like just keep going what he was doing, trying to like dig his hands into softer parts of the ice and try to climb. It's about like 8 or 9 feet up that you guys would have to climb. Grayson, you're at if you're trailing back and trying to find your way to the same ship, it's a little bit shorter for you, but it's same terms. Like proportionally, it's about 8 or 9 feet for you. So I'd say whoever's trying to climb up on the ship, make either athletics or acrobatics, depending on how you want to do it.
Okay. Oh. Okay. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I tried
Okay.
walking up with a hand in a handstand.
What did everybody else get?
I got an 18.
I'm still kind of like wobbly legged, and I got an 8. I'm like, all right, okay, all right. I'm sliding.
Like a baby deer. Okay.
Yeah, like, have you ever like, we're from Philly. Like, have you ever fallen on ice and then you just can't like get
Yeah,
your legs straight under you?
I walked to Wawa before the game. The whole ground was ice. What was Edna's?
Flat 10.
Okay. Grayson, you can't really get yourself up to that area. You every time you try and grab try and get your handholds, you kind of slip or it slides or a piece of the ice breaks off. This isn't like, Antarctic, been here for 10,000 years ice. This is just forming, and every time you grab onto the wrong place, it just snaps off or it disintegrates underneath you. It turns to snow. Arthur, you take one step on where you think is solid ground, and it turns out it's just kind of a hardened over snowbank, and you face first into the snow, a nice Arthur-shaped hole, like a good 2 or 3 foot down into the
I'm
flatness.
good. I'm all right. I'll get up there.
Just get up, you're covered in powder. Everybody else is about like halfway up already. The orc is already up there. It looks like he's trying to help everybody else up. So the other two don't have to make another check to get up there since he's helping. But Arthur and Grayson make one more athletics or acrobatics check.
What's the chances of 2?
Yeah, right? What are the chances?
No way.
What are the chances?
Is a dirty 20.
Okay.
I got a 21.
I take out my like little like dagger and the like light hammer that I have, and I'm like, all right.
There we go. Here we go. Grayson, you plant the dagger and the light hammer in, and you climb the way a mountain climber would up this like 6 foot tall ice bank, up to the very slanted keel of this ship. Arthur, you can see handholds from everybody else that went up, so you make your way up there, kind of like just making your way to the same place. And the orc that was up there already helps you back up. Grayson, you can see the 4 of them on the bow of the ship, the bow of the ship, and you're back at the stern.
Just shout after them. Are we climbing this, or are we just trying to like knock out the dragon? What's the plan?
Hit the dragon, right?
The orc that was with you, or the orc that is with you, sorry. The orc that's with you looks up, and it looks like he's like keeping eye contact on the dragon, but like feeling around himself. And he reaches into a pouch, like a small pouch on the side. We weren't really given any directions about babies. We were just told about the big ass white one. So, boss said to just get these things. He didn't say kill him. I'm not sure. And then he opens up his hand. You can see he's like looking through. It looks like marbles. It looks like little black marbles in his hand. Do you think you could wrangle it if it gets down here?
We can
I
try.
don't have anything.
I have some rope.
We can knock it out, tie it up, and you can bring it back.
All right. Just be careful. And he looks like he's doing that thing where he kind of like, juggles them in his hand. And he only has like 3 of these things, but you watch as he throws them at the mast of the ship, and all 5 of them, a very similar explosion to what you've been hearing, just into an explosion as it looks like it tears apart the mast, and the mast begins to topple and sway, and it begins to bend a little bit as it's still connected to all the strings and the ropes and the ties. As the dragon looks like it's about to fall with it. It begins to like climb down and kind of like Spider-Man crawl down the rest of the mast. Everybody roll initiative as it is about to land onto the ground.
11.
What's one again? 7. Oh wait, never mind. You're gonna call it out, I think.
Well, there's only 4 of you. So 25 to 20. Oh, okay.
Oh.
20 to 15.
15.
15 to 10.
13.
11.
So, Grayson, 11. So, Grayson, Edna, Zaboon, Arthur?
That was 7. Yeah.
Yeah, 7. Okay. Where is my thing? Oh no, I cannot find. Seriously, where is this? Hold on. Sorry. That's weird.
That's suspicious.
That's suspicious. Okay. Grayson, you're actually up first.
Oh no. Our orc friend is this person's another orc, right?
Yeah, it looks like they're a lot like thinner and more spry.
Yeah, they're like also here like with us, right?
Actually, yeah, they are up on the deck with you. They're like in your group. Well, they're in the 3. Arthur, Edna, and Zaboon are with them. You're at the back. But you can actually see it looks like the way they're dressed is not at all like the other one, but they are wearing a necklace and the same belt buckle with the same symbol.
I'm gonna move up and try. I've got 25 feet of movement, and I'm gonna try and get within 30 feet of New Orc and my group if I can.
Okay.
All right. All right. Fight it, guys. Do your thing. And I cast Bless on Zaboon, Arthur, and Newark.
Okay, so he gets a D4.
And then I just gotta slowly pull out my shield,
Okay.
which is all of the size of a dinner plate, and hide behind it. That's my turn.
As you end that, as you pull out the shield, the dragon begins to like leap down this thing, and it looks like it lands. You can feel it. This thing is only about the size of a dog, like a large dog, but still a dog. It lands in the center of the ship, and you can all feel the reverberation in the wood. And then you hear the immense cracking of the wood mast as it begins to fall and topple onto the next ship over. And it looks like it kind of indents its way into the railing of the next ship. But you see all the ropes kind of snap and twist and tangle, and like all the frost and the ice built up. But this dragon lands in the middle of all of you, and it looks like it's looking directly at the not the half orc, the orcish man that was attacking it, which just so happens to be with the rest of all of you. So everybody in that group, which I think would be everybody, because Grayson, you said you were getting closer to them, or how closer did you get?
I need them within 30 feet.
So you're not
like,
in the group, you just wanted them.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, just in spell range.
So you'd still be, technically all of you would be flanking, just not melee flanking with this dragon. So the 3 of you make Constitution saving throws.
Constitution, okay.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's real good.
we're blessed, so we get that D4, right?
Yeah. Doesn't need it, but don't roll it. I thought that was a 5. I want you guys to look at this 3 and tell me it doesn't look like a 5.
Kinda does.
Yeah.
It does. I rolled max. Natural 20.
Oh,
with
shit.
24.
Funny enough, I got 4.
Oh, you rolled a 4?
I rolled a 2 actually. And then
Oh.
Oh, and plus my con, so that's 27.
Again, same problem. This font. Ooh. Okay, so Edna.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
As it breathes in again and lets out this torrent of ice and frost, you take 22 points of frost damage.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah, you're out.
I'm down.
And everybody else takes 11 points of frost damage.
Maybe we shouldn't have came here.
You know, I thought about not coming up the snowbank and staying on the dock, and I was like, it's alright. We're already going up.
Yeah, you're a range person. You can...
You guys watch as the like this blizzard hits all of you. You can't see anything as it's breathing out, but when it stops, you look around and parts of you are like kind of going a little bit blue from the frost, and you can see Edna is actually frozen in place as the frost kind of like Edna, you are unconscious, but you're still standing.
She's fine.
You can see her cape and her cloak is like stuck in the flowing position as it was. Edna, your turn.
Yep.
Make
Let's see.
a death save.
That's a 3.
You guys aren't sure, but Edna seems to be frozen in place, not moving at all, not responsive. Next up, the orc that you guys came with, or the orc that you guys came up to meet. Sorry. It looks like he takes out 2 other small pouches in his belt, and it looks like he's trying to circle around the other side, and he like gives a direction to you. Just kind of stay down, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't know if we're supposed to kill this thing or capture it. And it looks like he, with a piece of flint and steel, snaps off with something, and the little pouch in his hand begins to fizz, and he throws it in this direction. It lands underneath the dragon, but doesn't look like anything happens. He then he continues to circle around, almost kind of towards you, Grayson. Zaboon.
Okay. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is try to see if Edna's all right.
You look over. I'd say, at just a glance, it looks like she is just covered in snow and frost. Like it looks like she herself, she's a normal self, covered in frost, a little bit of blue skin, but she's not moving, and she doesn't look like her eyes are open or anything like that.
I'm gonna plant myself in front of her, between her and the dragon.
Okay.
And how far away from the dragon am I again?
At this point, if you're going to stand in between her and the rest of them, like you're about like 15, 20 feet from the dragon?
I'm just going to stay between the two, but I'm going to charge the dragon and attack it with the warhammer.
Okay, so yeah, you'd be 15 feet from the dragon, because the dragon's also 15 feet from Grayson, and he's 30 feet from you guys. So go ahead and make your attack.
21.
21 definitely fucking hits. It like kind of recoils a little bit as you're about to attack it, but it doesn't look like it makes a difference.
I do 6 damage.
Ooh, that's good. Whoops.
And that's my turn.
All right. Arthur. You see Zaboon's hammer just slam into the side of this dragon. This, compared to Zaboon, small, but to you it's like a good, almost greyhound, German Shepherd-sized dragon. As it yells out in pain, it lets out a little bit more ice. What do you do?
I'm going to run up to the dragon, and I'm going to take a whack at it.
Take a little whack. Are you gonna flank with Zaboon, or are you just gonna run up next to him and smash?
Well, am I able to flank?
You can get to a flanking position.
then yeah, I will kind of like slide on the ice around, get behind it, and then take a whack.
Okay. It looks like it notices you come around. The tail whips around. Looks like it tries to hit you, but it doesn't. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 17 plus my modifier,
Okay.
which is 4.
Yeah, natural 17. You hit.
I'm going to pump as I go to hit, my eyes flash gold and my hammer lights up, and I'm gonna put a smite into this.
Ooh.
So that's a D8 and then 2D8 for the smite. Yes.
Yeah, because another D8.
Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 plus 4, 18 points of damage.
Oh shit. God damn.
Yes, you see just a flash of gold.
I do need
as
a
the
calculator
hammer
for
comes
that.
down behind him. What was that? Okay, and that is my turn.
I do need the calculator for that. Where's my calculator? There it is. Okay. You slam into this thing, and it sounds like you can actually hear a thick, different than you've ever heard before, a thick crack, almost like steel. You think it's your hammer at first. You pull back, and your hammer is unharmed, but you can actually see it looks like the leg of this thing is kind of in a bad state as it's kind of now holding itself up, trying to back away from all of you, like screeching and roaring in all of your directions.
Kind of bad now.
Grayson.
When's Gruig's turn?
Oh.
we lost him in the crowd.
Gruig. Forgot Gruig was supposed to be there. He's still rushing up. He couldn't get up to you guys fast enough. He's got tiny legs.
Little lit.
Edna, please stop doing your statue impression and hit it with magic. And I cast Healing Word on
Or
Edna.
he helped the big orc. There we go. He helped the big orc in the church.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's 10 points you heal.
Ooh. Thank you.
Alright. Dragon, please stop hurting my friends. And I've got like the crossbow on my shield, like looking at it. But as I say that, you guys hear the bells again. I cast Toll the Dead.
Okay. What's it save?
14 wisdom.
Wisdom?
Yep.
Damn, it's a baby, but it still has really good wisdom saves.
Dragons.
Dragons be clever, yo.
Not when it rolls a 4, though.
4 damage.
4 damage?
Yeah.
I didn't need to use the calculator for that one. That one was easy. But I used the calculator. You can hear it like try to shake out whatever noise is making in its head as it's like trying to one paw up to its chest, trying to back away. The wings are kind of like beating around it, trying to move all of you. You can see the frost and the snow is being whipped up into a frenzy in front of all of your faces. It's like being in a snowstorm. Is that your turn, Grayson?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and like just further move outside of the group, like still keeping everybody within like 30 to 40 feet, but just like so I am at like an angle so that this thing can't just go raw and hit all of us.
Okay. Which in fact, it looks like it being so hurt is my reasoning for it. It does look like it backs up a little bit from all of you, not out of like melee, but it does back up just a tad, like it hobbles out, and it's going to rear back and again let out another torrent of ice. I'd say only Arthur and Zaboon at this point, since you guys were right up on it, make Constitution saving throws.
Uh, 21.
That is a 17. Thank you.
Ooh, that one was a lot. You guys, as it's 20, what was it?
17.
17
And
and
21.
21. Okay, both of you, you can feel your own resolve kind of getting through this ice and snow as it unleashes this torrent of ice. You take, what's half of that? 14. You take 14 points of frost damage. I rolled 29.
I'm down. Me too.
29.
Yeah. Oh, I'm come down.
Oh no! Oh no!
As both of you are
got this.
frozen in place.
Okay.
Grayson, you see both of them like brace for impact, and then they don't stop bracing. As this thing is continuing to back up slowly out of your way. It only backs up about like 15 feet in general. Edna, you feel yourself thaw just a little bit. Your extremities are still kind of bluish, almost purpling from frostbite. Your eyes are covered. Your eyelashes are covered in snow and ice. But you can now move, and you can feel that kind of warm breath come into you as you see Zaboon and Arthur. It looks like they're still bracing for something to happen, but the dragon is like hobbling back away with its eyes locked on both of them.
How far away is he now?
Still 15 from you.
15 feet from me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Getting
and
closer.
I'm guessing Zaboon and Arthur are in front of me, right?
They would
Yeah,
also
you
be
know,
like
he said he-
15. Yeah, they would also be like 15
Yeah.
feet from you.
Fuck it. Let's do something stupid. I'm gonna move up, so I'm like on equal. Oh wait, were they flanking him? Like,
Yeah, they were flanking the
So-
dragon.
okay, so move to the side so that neither of them would be in a 15-foot cone.
Okay.
And Burning Hands the dragon.
Holy shit.
He needs a dex save.
Just little old ladies just fire hands everywhere.
Help me.
A dex save?
Yes. I like to think it comes from the staff, the bird on my staff.
Oh yeah, this
Like, oh,
The
flavor.
bird just opens his mouth like a claw.
it makes a noise.
like the Power Rangers staff that just opens up.
Remember the little guy from Inuyasha, the Shishomaru?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Little guy.
What was his name? What
I
was
don't
his name?
remember. Dex save?
Dex save was a 17.
Oh, he passes, but that's half damage.
That's still half damage, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
What is that? 3d6?
Yes.
I used to Burning Hands everything.
That is 10.
How do you want to do this?
Hey!
There was a way. He had 4 health left. There was a way that you could have not killed it.
Oh, that's true. I had one. One's. Since he's frozen a couple of us solid, I will burn him to a crisp.
Okay. Only Grayson and this orc that's been kind of trying to like flank around. Just you, Grayson. You see, Edna. It's still from the staff? Like you're just holding the staff and it comes out of there?
Yeah, just like bang it in front of me.
Grayson, the gray area, like the gray light around you from the snow, and like the clouds have actually started to form over this town. It looks like whatever was happening is like all of you have heard of dragons making lairs, and it's kind of fitting there. But the light immediately changes to like a bright orangish red kind of light as a torrent of flame erupts into the dragon itself. You can only see the silhouette of the dragon in the light of the fire until you see the silhouette shrink and you can hear it screech and howl as on the ground you see, not like it was outside, you just see bones and charred bits of flesh. It looks like not many scales actually survived that one. Possibly too young.
I hate being cold.
You guys. No. Tom. I don't think these guys fighting days is over. And I kind of like hold my glove up and kind of close my eyes and just hope. And I'm gonna cast Channel Divinity and give each of my unconscious buddies 5 hit points.
Ooh, okay.
Hoping they come back for preserve life.
Oh, preserve life. Okay.
Yep.
Edna, you see, is the same thing, Grayson?
It's a similar like glow in the glove, but it's like much brighter. Like it almost looks like a lantern kind of has gone on. My eyes are closed though, and I don't see it.
Edna, you see, like, on the almost like from the inside, like they both swallowed a flashlight. They begin to glow just a little bit, and then all of the frost and ice melts and falls away. Both of you, you're hidden behind your shields, and then your eyes open, and you can feel yourselves being able to move. Nothing really changed for both of you. You just kind of look over, and you see the charred remains of a white dragon, a small white dragon on the dock of this ship. Both of you
did it.
now alive.
Holy shit, we did it. Thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
are you guys okay?
can't really feel my fingers and toes, but yeah, I think I'm fine.
I've been
Joints
worse.
are very stiff.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you
Appreciate
said
that.
magic didn't suit you.
It's it's coming in handy. And I think Grayson like looks at the dragon and is like, nah, sorry, I can't even fix that. And just goes and sits down and pulls out one of the cigars.
You mind if I get one of those?
By all means.
Yeah, to that.
I've made my decision. Magic is a good thing. We have to save it.
Definitely can be.
You guys hear snow crunching on the dock or on the ship as the orc walks up to all of you, kind of still holding one of the small pouches that he had before, not lit. It isn't lit yet. He looks over. It looks like the other one was a dud. So, what the hell was? I mean, you said you looked magic. You did magic. What was that? The big flame thing?
It's just a fire spell. That's all it really is.
Holy shit. You can do that all the time?
I'm a little tired now, but yes. Pretty much.
We got to get one of you on our team.
Oh.
Sorry. Velker, by the way. Explosives expert.
Hey.
What are you all doing here, and why did you, did we get the rest of them? I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of out of it right now.
Yeah, no, you take it.
Yeah, I need a
Your
breather.
friend went into the church over there along with one of our friends. I think to get another one. We're just passing through to get to the capital and came across what's happening here.
Well, serendipity then, I guess. Friend, you said one of my. Oh, did you meet the boss?
Cop, yeah.
Yeah.
Did he? What? Was there one left? Did you see it?
Yeah, he ran into the church.
All right. I should go. You guys get better. You know, with you look a little purple, and like as he's like getting down from the sides, just be safe as he's sliding down the edge. And you can see him kind of like you actually see him following the same like footprints, the foot trails, as the snow is a little bit thick, going like more towards where you guys came from.
Holy shit.
I'd like to sit down and then arcane recovery to get one spell slot back just in case.
Okay.
Oh, we're just gonna take a short rest on the boat then.
It's not over. Is it over a short rest? I thought it was just.
I believe it's a short rest.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
when you finish.
Yeah,
Never
it's
mind.
short rest.
Never
Arcane,
mind.
yeah, arcane recovery, short rest.
I mean, I'm cool with it. Like,
Oh yeah, 100%.
like you guys, I had to res the whole team.
Yeah.
I'm stressing.
I'm alright with a short rest here. As long as there's no more dragons around.
I mean,
Yeah, I need
I'll
to
rest up.
a little bit.
if you guys want to, yeah. I just
Yeah.
read it wrong. I thought it was after, like, you get it back after a short rest is how I had read it. That's why.
Yeah, no, you.
Yeah.
But everybody can.
I
Short
read it
rest.
again.
can. Okay.
Okay.
Thank God.
It doesn't have to be a full like hour. It can be like around an hour. But you guys just sit for a good like 45 minutes to an hour, just sitting and chill. The husk of the dragon still next to all of you.
Considering these were inside a dragon like an hour ago, it's not a bad cigar.
No, it's not actually. I kind of enjoyed it.
Edna has her book out taking notes about the fight, about what she's seen, what she did. You kind of see there sitting off to the side out of the smoke, just kind of. It seems like she's talking to herself a little bit while she's writing.
I'm just sitting there reflecting on my failure.
Yeah, I'm just, I guess, smoking a cigar, talking to Grayson.
You know, I think after a lot of consideration, I have decided that I am much more comfortable being at a faraway range from anything that wants to eat me.
Yeah, I kind of wish I could join you there, but I don't think I could really throw that hammer and get it back like that.
We should work on that.
Yeah.
Maybe we get you like one of them boomerangs. You ever seen them? I saw one at a fair once.
I've seen a boomerang, but I don't know how much if it's gonna fare against a dragon. Has to be a really big boomerang.
Like a great boomerang. That's what you do, right? Like if a weapon just gets bigger, you just add the word "great" to it, right?
I'm pretty sure that's how it's done. Yeah. Maybe. I guess when we get back to Taloncourt, I'm gonna try to buy a boomerang.
Are there more towns between here and there? Because if there are more towns like this one, I don't think we can make it if this is an escalating thing.
No, I'm pretty sure next town over is Taloncourt.
Oh, thank Tom. And I just kind of like lay back on the deck, cigar hanging out at the edge of my mouth, just slowly puffing away.
Almost enough snow on the deck to make a snow angel.
Yep.
About the end of where you guys, or about the end of when you, Edna, feel your ability to cast a little bit more come back, your energy returns to you just a little bit. You actually hear a faraway shout of a familiar voice. Hey, group!
We're here, Gruick.
You can see Gruick kind of coming down onto the harbor from the rest of the town in general. He's about like 300 feet away from you guys, or like 200 feet away from you guys, but he's like shouting in the distance and kind of waving at you, and like kind of waving you. He's not walking towards you anymore, he's just kind of waving you over.
I guess we should go to him.
Yeah. Oh, that's enough of a sit. Sitting in snow, bad idea. Everything is more stiff.
You guys go over or follow over to Gruick.
Yeah.
Meeting up with him, he kind of flags you down. Meeting up with him, he starts leading you back through town, and you can see the level of destruction through the town now. There's like broken windows and portions of stone buildings have been completely knocked off. The row homes of all these areas, all of them painted very different and vibrant colors, have now been like scratched and torn all asunder. But he turns, or he keeps walking, and he says, "So, unfortunately, we had to. I know it was a child, but we had to put that one down in the church. It almost fucking killed me." And you, as he's walking, you can see it looks like his entire left leg has gone like a very similar shade of bluish purple.
We had to kill ours as well.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That fucking thing, it has full breath. I did not think they get that until later. I don't very much know the biology of the white dragon, though, so...
Yeah, we didn't fare much better ourselves. It was tough going.
They captured one. What's their name? The Razor Tusk. Is what he says. they capture one in the. They have it in town square. If you like to, they try to figure out what to do with it.
Yeah,
Guess so.
sure.
He leads you all down the streets through every little roadway and alleyway, and you go back to the same, like it's the same area, the same street that you were on where he tied it to the lamppost, except now it is filled with townsfolk. They are just kind of like crowding around this area where you can see 4 other orcish individuals are standing in the center, and Gruick just kind of starts like pushing his way through all the people. And some of them are like, they are a little bit startled as they're being like touched on the waist by this tiny person walking through them. This tiny like lizard folk person who looks kind of like a dragon himself. Just like pushing his way through in front of all you guys, like making a way for all of you, and then reaches the center. These are the ones you saw, yeah? And he looks over to Velker. Velker's, yeah. Come on. So you guys, I mean, what do you think, boss? They helped me kill the other one, but we don't know what to do. And Kaz, the person you met before, turns to all of you. He's like even more so hulking than he was on the horse somehow, but turns around and you can like feel the energy off him. I don't want to kill it. It is a child. I would like your input, but I understand it is not your problem. And you can hear a lot of the townsfolk murmuring in the background, like just kind of talking, very obviously talking about what just happened and what they're doing in the center of the town.
Yeah, I mean,
Gruick. Go ahead.
I honestly, they don't want to kill the other ones, but they was all crazy. I mean, the sapient things. It's just that the small probably grew up wherever the big one was. That one was obviously, I'm assuming, rather ornery. Is that a correct assumption?
We were contracted to kill the mother, I assume now. And yes, I suppose she was a bit testy.
Well,
Where was it that you went to go kill it? Was it here already, or was it somewhere else and came here?
No, we were contracted in Salda. And we chased it up north. We've been chasing it a while.
So you chased it, and then it came here with its children, I guess.
We didn't see the children for about 2 weeks before it landed here.
Have you or Gruick, have you tried to speak with it yet?
What do you mean? I talk to the baby? No, I'm not talk to baby. I'm not good with children. I mean, I guess you think it speak language?
Well, Draconic, perhaps, just to see if it's from around here. Try to reason with it. Instead of to get it to calm down, I guess. Maybe.
You see Gruick, the cigarette that was in his mouth, he just kind of flicks it off to the side into the snow, starts walking over. All right, I give it a try, but I don't...
I'll go with him, because I also speak Draconic.
Okay. He, just kind of hands on his knees, bends down a little bit towards the, not thrashing anymore, but the little dragon that's kind of still, moving a little bit in this chain net. And you hear him say, okay, little dragon, where did you come from? And the dragon just stares, wide-eyed, tiny pupil, mouth is kind of open with the frost kind of emitting out. And it doesn't answer. And Grosh looks over at you. I don't know what to do. It's not enter.
Do you understand us?
It just kind of, as you say that, it looks over at you, and again, like it's kind of huffing and like it's breathing heavy as its tail like kind of whips around, but the chain net is a little bit too tight, so it can't really reach you or anything else.
See, we're having a little problem here. The others, they're gone, and we would like to not let that happen to you, but we're not really sure what to do. You could tell us where you're from, or if you could get back there. I don't know.
About this time, all of you start to hear muffled shouting coming from the back of the crowd, and you can see them starting to part as a small gnomish man starts making his way up to the front of the crowd, and you can hear him. You can actually see him kind of like push his way up. Very finely dressed, but it's a little bit like his bow tie is undone. He has the friar tuck kind of bald on the top, hair on sides, but it's a little bit messed up. It looks like he's dressed very nicely, but the circumstances have led to him being a little bit disheveled as he walks over and like fixes his little spectacles. All right. Everybody calm down. What's the meaning? What's going on? What's the meaning of this? Who are you? Who are all of you?
People that saved you guys from dragons.
Yeah, what he said.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much for that. I was not told of anyone. Your group here. Sorry, Mayor Hardheel. I was a little busy when this all happened. Could I possibly? Who do I call all of you? What is your name? Do you have an appoint? Can I? And as he's like trying to fumble through his words, you hear Kaz just kind of yell, "We're from the Razor Tusks. We weren't sent from you. We weren't sent for you. We have and he starts like patting himself down, and he pulls out a piece of paper from his armor. We have a contract from Solda. If you need any more information, you can contact them. He takes the paper and kind of looks at it, like fixes his glasses, looks at it. Are you with all of them? Are you with them too? Looks at Grayson.
No, I'm Pastor Grayson Alphart, and these are my traveling compatriots. We was passing through, and we just saw a chance to lend a hand.
Right. Okay. So you four are not okay. All right. Shit. Sorry for the language. All right. There's a lot of stuff happening today. I'll read this over and I'll get back to you in just a moment. I'm sorry. As you can see, my town is in a bit of disarray. Thank you, I suppose, for the help. What do you plan on doing with this?
We don't know.
I don't have kids, but I kind of help raise a lot of the ones around the neighborhood, sorta, in like a mentor kind of way. What's one more? And kind of like Grayson just like motions towards the like little dragon and looks at everybody like arms raised, like I don't know, is that what we're doing here?
I mean, I know of a sanctuary. It's not for dragons. It's for large beasts, but they might be able to help.
That could be that actually sounds like a very good plan. At least until it's old enough.
That's my worry, though. You've seen what they're capable of at this size.
That's true.
Does anybody have any contacts for the north?
Oh, you mean the Empire?
Yeah.
We don't stay in contact with anyone from there, no. Do you, sir? Any motion? Or he just kind of looks at the mayor, who's like going over the paper again. Sorry, the what? The Empire? No, gods, no. No one has any kind of anything with the Empire. At least not here. Maybe the capital could. They might know. I know there's some diplomatic things, but not here, no.
I
I
mean,
don't know if we could bring a dragon into the capital.
Yeah, no.
Oh, no,
But
no,
if we
no.
send it to the sanctuary and then let them know that it's there, maybe they could contact somebody from the Empire and see if they need a dragon, want a dragon to take care of.
We could take it south, yes. I do apologize. We're not going to be able to assist with any kind of cleanup effort. He just looks at the mayor, kind of like, sorry. And the mayor is like kind of stuck in reading, and he looks up at all of you, completely ignoring what Kaz just said. You're sent by Fawn? By Reyes Fawn? Doctor? By Insalda. And Edna, when he says that, that kind of rings a bell with you. Dr. Fawn is actually a teacher at the college for the library that you stay at a lot. You just know that they are heavily into archaeology. Why would she want a dragon killed? Kaz just kind of, I don't know, we accept the money when we can get it, and this one seemed good. We've killed dragon before, so
I'll be right back.
Are you the ones that removed some of the dragon's organs?
Yes, he kind of like motions to the mayor, who's like still looking at it, and kind of gives it back. She wanted dragon heart, 1,000 gold, which we procured, and he points to the satchel on the back of his horse, which you can now see is kind of like pretty big and frozen over. And he looks over. She want 20 pounds of innards. Not sure what that meant, so we just scrape skin off the inside. She also wants 4 teeth. All accumulating to 8,000 gold pieces, which we will now be collecting.
Very strange, very strange. Have I ever met her?
Met, probably not. But you have seen her on campus.
Okay.
She doesn't spend a lot of time in the library, but she does often like go in and out. Like she'll go directly to one portion of the library that you like. You'll just see her go directly to one portion and then immediately like take 2 or 3 books and then go.
Got it.
But among these 4 orcish people, one of them actually stands out as, at first, looks kind of like a short orc. But then you see the skin is a bit different underneath all the clothing and the armor. And you notice that this is a Smurvniblin, an undergnome. You've seen all of you have probably seen a couple of these people, especially Zaboon. There's a lot of Smurvniblin in Viakti. But he kind of like walks into the conversation. So, boss, these 4, they did help. Do you think payment? I mean, we did kind of highball it. All right. Yeah, sure. What is your price? You did help kill one.
I never thought about it before.
How much were you getting for the whole job?
Oh, you've
Just
never. This is not what you do. We thought
guess
you
it
also
is now.
mercenaries like us. Sure. One. I could put one dragon kill as maybe 500 gold pieces.
I mean, that works for me.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
The whole bounty was for 8,000, so we have a few front payments we could give you. Yeah. Give men some of it. Gruick, like at the sound of 500 gold, Gruick just kind of, you can see his eyes go wide and he just looks over, almost like he's trying to not be conspicuous. Where he looks over, and as the undergnome walks away and starts going through one of the pouches, Gruick just turns to Arthur and How much did he say? He said 500 gold per year?
Yeah.
Shh, shh, don't tell it's a lot of money. Don't tell him he overthought it. It's fine.
Okay.
And you can see him like kind of, yeah, he's trying to like, okay, act fine, it's natural.
Alright, yeah, relax.
Thank you for the gold! Oh, sorry.
No.
Uh,
Oh, Druid. It's alright.
The Underknown man walks back over and looks like he has a hefty pouch. Sorry, I didn't have we didn't have that many gold. But we got 50 platinum for you if you want that.
It'll work.
Well, thank you for helping out. If there's anything else we could use you for, I mean, do you have a way to contact you? Because from what I heard, you did a pretty good job.
I mean, normally, I'm over in the south end of Vorden. That's my parish.
Ah, Vorden, hey, and he like calls over to Velker. Vorden, we grew up in Vorden.
Hey, really? What better?
he just starts going over with you like super familiar areas and like places he used to eat and everything, just kind of off to the side in this conversation. But Kaz at this point is like latching up the rest of it. The mayor is kind of trying to talk to both Kaz and the rest of you at once. So is that it then? They're dead, or you're taking that one somewhere? I guess. I'm sorry, we weren't warned of anything. We didn't hear any sirens for dragons. We usually hear dragon sirens. Nothing? Is that it?
This seems to be it.
That's it.
Oh, this might be nothing, but when we was on the road here, I saw an owl bear that had like a weird wound. Like it looked like weird, very strange. I will like describe roughly what I saw. So just, I don't know if you see anything else like that, maybe just if you can catch it and send it to the capital, because they might want to look into this if it's like some kind of new disease or illness, maybe something affected the wildlife.
The mayor's like kind of nodding with you as you're saying this. He's kind of like putting his glasses back on, trying to remember things. Velker,
I know this is a lot.
Velker actually like he elbows, which you would have forgotten his name. Gibblethorpe is the Smurf Nibblin, kind of like a thick, heavy built gnomish man who's like a little bit taller than you, which is rare for gnomes. But Velker elbows Gibblethorpe, and Gibblethorpe turns around and could you repeat that? What did it look like? What did it?
Well, it was an owl bear. It had this. It was weird. It was kind of like a bluish light ichor spread into its veins. It was off-putting.
He starts going through a pouch and he pulls out. It looks like he pulls out a leather box kind of, but then he opens it up. It looks like just a simple travel pouch, and he starts like putting his hand in and reaching in. It looks like it's about 6 inches deep, like 2 or 3 inches wide, and like maybe like almost a foot wide. Like it looks like it would go on your side. But he starts digging his hand through, and you can hear glass clanking around. And then he starts like reaching in farther and farther, and it looks like he's reaching in way farther than the bag should be allowed to reach. And it looks like it's almost shoulder deep. And all right, hold on. And he pulls something out of this bag. Did it kind of look like this? And he has a glass vial in his hand, and you can see it looks like a chunk of skin, flesh maybe, that has like very familiar looking veins and black ichor coming off of it.
Yeah, it was exactly like that, and it was resistant to at least the magic healing that I can do. I didn't get a chance to really try any conventional methods because, well, it was an owl bear.
Yeah, no. He corks it back up and puts it back in the bag. We found that over near Lockshore too. It's same thing. It was on a dolphin that washed up on shore. It was like over the entire right side of it. That's what this actually is. Not sure what it is. Nothing. Every medical text I look through, there's nothing in there about this stuff. For right now, none of the chemical components that I have will do anything about it. None of the potions. I make some elixirs that nothing. I'd recommend all of you just, if you see it again, just stay away from it.
There's not a chance that you have like a secondary sample.
Yeah, no, I took a bunch of them. What? You do what I do too?
Yeah, there's a thing I can kind of do, but I don't know if you do the whole magic thing.
Oh no! I mean, sometimes, but more recently, my elixirs have been doing some crazy shit, but not for the most part, no.
Yeah, I don't know how it works for you, and he kind of like motions towards Edna. But when I wake up, if I just kind of say a prayer with the general idea of what I might need to be doing, those are roughly the things I can kind of magic that day. And I know I've done it before, that I can kind of sense like poison and like things like that. Maybe sometimes even tell what they are.
That's pretty useful. Yeah, hold on. I'll give you here. One second. He starts reaching through again, and you can hear him clanking. He pulls out 2 little vials of what looks like very similar stuff inside, and just hands them to you. Whatever you can do with them. I mean, I got like 6 more if you need them, but I was going to use them for more stuff.
Yeah, no. I think they're just the one, because the things that I'm going to be doing are non-destructive.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Please. Where in all of Aurelia did you find that bag?
Oh, this? Yeah, Freya, Fira found it buried under some stuff by the Mystic Basin. Right, Fira, where'd you find this? And you see one of the last orc that you've seen that hasn't participated in any of this talk. She's just been kind of, it looks like she's had a map like flung over the side of the horse and has just been kind of plotting. But she looks up from the map. Oh, that was... Where was that? It was by the Mystic Basin, underneath some shale, right? Right, Kaz? And Kaz just looks over and I don't know. It was in some. It looked like it was underneath some rubble, some probably what are they called? Ruins, the old civilizations. You go digging by the volcano, you're gonna find a lot.
That is amazing. I never thought I'd see one in person. I'll have to go check there out at some point. I'll have to.
I would be real careful about that. Mystic Basin's a little bit dangerous around at least around the closest base.
Well, I mean, we handled ourselves today. I think at some point in the future we may be able to handle that. Well, we handled it with Grayson here, of course.
Who is currently just lighting a cigarette, looking like a little bit like, oh god, oh boy, oh no. What have I signed up for?
Well, we're going to get moving. Thank you for the help, and I hope you enjoy your payment. If you could, and he looks over towards Gibblethorpe, if you could, and both of them, it looks like they have a little bit of a leather strapping on one of the backs of their horses, and they reach up and strap the dragon to the back of the horse. It's still kind of thrashing a little bit. All right, be safe. We'll maybe be seeing you soon. You said you were going to the capital?
We are.
Yeah.
I'll give you word whenever we drop this thing off.
Yeah, sounds good. Safe travels. Hope you don't uncover more small dragon hordes.
They all mount various horses that they have various horses that they have tied up on different lampposts on the street, and they all ride out of the streets. The mayor, still holding this a copy of the piece of paper that Kaz gave him. All right. So, you don't need payment from me, I suppose. Thank you. You have my eternal thanks and gratitude.
No, if we could actually bother you for just one little thing.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Just a place to stay. I'm assuming that the inns and stuff might be a little rough given the situation, but
Oh.
I don't think we're going to be able to push on today because it's kind of getting late.
Right, sure. No, yeah, absolutely. There's at least 4 that I would recommend. You can go a few blocks down. They're super hospitable, great food, great prices. It's a great neighborhood to be staying in. You may have to shovel your way there at the moment, though.
But that is fine. If there's anybody that was wounded, I can try and help a little bit. I don't have a lot left in me, but if you know where we're gonna be staying, we're gonna be up the block. So
You've got it. If there's anything else you need, I suppose you can always come to City Hall. It's just a few blocks that way. You can't miss it. Second tallest building besides the and he looks over at you can see the temple, just like a couple blocks away, standing over every building, but one of the peaks is now like broken completely off and covered in ice. Well, it used to be the tallest peak. We can fix it. We'll fix that.
Everyone, I had just a sudden realization.
Yes?
Paul has been sitting in an ice cube for an hour.
I did think about that as well, yes.
Paul.
But first, everybody, here is your 10 platinum.
Oh, thank you. Do we want to send someone to get Paul, and then like the rest of us go get rooms?
Gru, because
I'll-
I can go get him. I remember where he hid himself.
Very
Oh.
good.
Great, because I really did forget.
Gruig got his 10 platinum, too.
Thank you very much. And he gives you like a weird little bow, and like looks at it like. And with that, as
We are inadvertently buying Gruik's loyalty.
and with that, as Gruik walks towards the gates as that you all came through to find Paul and bring him back, you guys walk towards the inn that you were told about, or in the direction of the inn that you were told about. And we'll see what happens next time.
Dragons and the Dragon Ball. I mean,
Yeah,
D&D.
Dragon Dungeon Z's.
Oh, jeez, that was a time.
Yeah.
Fought a dragon.
Right? So I'm definitely gonna play Pokemon after this. I'm gonna play Pokemon for a little bit. Here's the thing, though. This is mostly just for people listening in chat, not for you guys. I'm gonna end stream for like a minute or two, just to see if that fixes my network issue. It should. I hope it does. So, if not, I'm still streaming Pokemon. It's just gonna be a little bit choppy, maybe. But I will be right back in like a minute or two.
Be right back after these messages.
Yeah, we'll be right back after these messages. I can run an ad, but I can't run it if I'm not live. So, shit. Yeah, we'll be right back.
Bye, people.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
They'll see you next week. I'll see you in like 2 minutes.